Of Virginia, it has been weeks since stay-at-home orders went into effect, and across the country, signs the public is getting antsy as governments weigh the next steps. ABC's Trevor Ault reports on what scientists say is needed before we can safely start rolling back restrictions.
Officials say the spread of COVID-19 in the United States appears to be slowing down, but so far nearly 60,000 people have died from the virus that we know of, and now ABC News has learned the death toll could be much higher, possibly even double. This because people who died without being tested or died at home or another facility before they could get medical care were never counted.
It's really important to try to get these numbers right so that the public can understand sort of why we're sort of making these major sacrifices in terms of the economy and the major societal changes.
But as states push to reopen, many are starting to ignore recommendations for masks and social distancing. In New York, crowds packing public parks to watch the Thunderbirds and Blue Angels fly over, and in Brooklyn, thousands of Orthodox Jews crowding the streets for a funeral service. Police were called to break up the packed crowds. Mayor Bill de Blasio outraged, tweeting, "The time for warnings has passed. I have instructed the NYPD to proceed immediately to summons or even arrest those who gather in large groups." Also drawing criticism, Vice President Mike Pence, the head of the coronavirus task force, who visited the Mayo Clinic without wearing a mask, even though the clinic said in a since-deleted tweet they had informed him ahead of time their policy required everyone to wear a mask. The vice president sought to defend his actions.
As Vice President of the United States, I'm tested for the coronavirus on a regular basis. And since I don't have the coronavirus, I thought it'd be a good opportunity for me to be here, to be able to speak to these researchers, these incredible healthcare personnel, and look them in the eye and say thank you.
Public health experts say part of the solution to reopening is testing for the virus and antibodies. In Philadelphia, efforts underway to expand testing in underserved African American communities.
Hi, how are you? I'm Dr. Dupree. Can I see your form?
And across New York City, patients lining up at urgent care centers, some waiting hours to get tested. Quest Diagnostics has also unveiled an antibody test that people can buy, though at $119 there are concerns many won't be able to afford it, and the gap between those getting tested will grow even wider. Trevor Ault, ABC News, New York.